Okay, and we are live. So, hello everybody. Nobody's here, but in case somebody rewatches it, welcome to Sunday reading sprints or productivity sprints, whatever you want to do. I am joined by the wonderful Tori. If you want to introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Tori. I mainly focus on audiobooks, so that's my channel.
And so we're just going to be doing sprints. I have no idea how long we'll be going for because I don't know. When in doubt, I don't know. Um, Hello, Lucinda.
Hello.
So, what will everybody be reading?
I am going to try and continue my read of A Court of Thorns and Roses
Ooh,
if I
yeah,
don't get distracted by fan fiction.
fair. And I love that I'm also reading some Sarah J. Maas. I'm going to be starting my tandem read of these two chunkers. I love how I picked to do this during one of the shortest months of the year.
Everybody just needs to do a bunch of reading sprints.
Honestly, I'm just like, I need everybody to be doing reading sprints. And hello, cool gamer.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm intimidated by those, but then I'm like, but I've already read them. When I first read them, I think I actually read them in February 2020. So, yeah, definitely time for a reread then. It's been 3 years. Lucinda is reading A Thousand Ships by Natalie Haynes. Don't know if I'll finish before the live tonight. Yeah, isn't that oh, I know what time it is. In like an hour or two. Not me just going through my subscriptions knowing. Yeah, in about 2 hours, Ashley's doing that live. I'm just going to quickly retweet saying that my original tweet saying that we're live. Um, and hello, Reese. Perfect timing because I'm reading right now. Yay! All the reading done. Hopefully, we'll do today.
Hopefully, everybody gets a good chunk done of what they're doing.
I actually might end up going to bed early as I'm cream crackered and miss it though. I've never heard of cream cracker. Did you eat something else, or is that a like British term that I don't know and I'm very confused about?
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's in a couple hours. I'm still
Hopefully,
laughing. I'm still laughing about that cream cracker.
hopefully they respond and tell us what that means.
Yeah. I think my slump is gone. Fingers crossed. Yay!
Yay.
Fingers crossed. I know that my goal is to like later, probably after the sprints, finish the ebook that I have started, so I'll actually finish something this month, but who knows? Cream crackered equals knackered. Okay,
Okay.
that's what I was thinking, but I was like, but that could be wrong, so I don't want to say it out loud in case it is wrong, and then I'll look like an idiot.
Well, and then people come at you like, it's like, we're
Yeah.
allowed to be wrong.
Cockney rhyming slang, so it is kind of like a certain area slang. Got it. Just like how every time I say bunny hug, people completely lose their mind because they don't know what it is, and then I explain it and they're like, didn't think it was that. Yeah, because a buddy hug is a hoodie. A lot of people end up thinking a buddy hug's a sex position.
Like, I've been on your channel long enough to know I've heard you say that before, so I'm like, hey, I know what that is.
Yeah, now you know, but at first people are always like, huh? So it's like,
I was say, are you giving hugs to bunnies?
exactly. I know. But only because of you. Yeah, it's like, it's something that each place has its own nicknames for things or dialects. So it's always like somebody says something, you're like, what now? I know I did also message both Karina and Morgan to see if they wanted to join sprints, but I haven't heard back from either of them. So they might join if they see my messages and decide to join. If not, just the two of us.
And all the people in the virtual world.
Yeah. All people in the comments. We'll probably start the first sprint here in about 3-ish minutes. Just so that we're at kind of a nice number. So make sure I set the cat right. Yep. Because knowing me, I always forget to set the cat. Who is messaging me? Oh. I hate it when I accidentally close out on a tab on my computer and I'm like, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to click it.
I've done that. It's annoying.
Speaking of cat, the kitten is hanging off her bed, observing me cutely. Aww. Oh, I love kittens. Except I don't like them when they end up turning out like my cat Latte, who is crazy and honestly has a few screws loose. The cat likes water.
Well, yeah. Like, both me and my brother, as small children, both tortured the cats. So, like, I guess I would carry them around by their butts, and my brother would try and carry the cats around by their necks.
Oh.
My mom is so surprised, especially he didn't get scratched as much as he probably should have.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
Nikki!
And hi, Nikki. What will you be reading? Or better yet, Nikki, if you want to join on screen, I can send you the link.
More the merrier.
Yeah, because my cat is broken and I don't know what to do to fix him. Oh, and it is 10 after, so I will pull up the cat and we will start our first sprint.
Awesome.
Oh, first, we will say hello to Amy. Hello.
Hi, Amy.
My internet is down, or else I would. Oh, that sucks. Hopefully, your internet comes back soon.
That sucks. Yeah. Last night we had to reboot our TV. It was not working. We're like, why isn't it working? The mom went and checked the internet because it said no internet connection.
Ooh.
We realized the power had gone out.
Ooh. Lucinda says, now I'm getting purse, which is making me more tired. And Nikki is reading 2 books, Slender Man and Fake It Till You Bake It. Ooh, I hope you're enjoying those. But we will start the first sprint now. So I will see everybody in 30 minutes.
Happy reading.
Happy reading. I definitely didn't just jump because of the cat. So how did everybody do?
I read and finished chapter 6.
Nice. I read 18 pages and I've already had to write things down for my like theory thing that I'm doing. Just downloaded a planner to tablet and checking it out. Nice. And hello, Alicia. Thank you for joining us. If you want the link to join on screen, I can send it to you.
Yep, she popped in right when we started the sprint.
Yeah, I saw it and I was like, okay, I'll deal with it when we're done. Like, I know what comment to do. I cleaned off my desk. Nice. And sure. Yeah, I definitely didn't, like, I wasn't in another tab, heard the cat, and pretty much, like, jumped. Definitely didn't happen. I'm not sure how I felt about, not sure how I feel about my planner choice. Ooh. Maybe try something a little different and see if you like it better. I'm not much of a planner, so I can't offer any help. I only got a little, then took a shower, and have been deciding what to do for dinner because I haven't eaten yet today. Eat something. Must hydrate. Yes. Reminds me. I'll hydrate now. I'll do what the comment says. I'm doing laundry and other in between. Nice. What planner do you have now? Alicia is asking Amy. Looking for something to help me stay on tasks. Yeah, I'm no help with that because I can never stay on task. I mean, my brain in the middle of that sprint went, okay, I'm reading this, but there's certain things that I'm not going to write down because I know they're mentioned in previous books. And then I was like, yeah, because I'll be rereading them for like the mass, like the trash for mass thing that we're doing. So I was like, no need to worry. And then I was like, but wait, what books are we reading in what month? So then I had to look at the list, and then I was like, okay, I'll write them all down. So yeah, I can't stay on task when my task was reading, which at least I started it.
Yeah.
That reminds me, it's pizza time. Ooh. Now I want pizza.
My mom's making white chicken chili.
Ooh. It sounds delicious.
It is. And it's spicy.
I'm usually not a fan of spice, but I would always be willing to try everything at least once. I swear, my mom sometimes is like, barbecue sauce is spicy, and I'm like, okay, I don't like spice, but that's not spicy at all. Like, I can handle like jalapenos in moderation, and that's pretty much like it. And when I mean in moderation, I mean a tiny little piece, and then I'm downing an entire glass of milk. I use Clever Fox, and I love it. Ooh, not me gonna look that up because Clever Fox planner. Ooh. Yeah, like I know that I have a planner that came in like a book thing, but have I used it beyond filling out the like goal thing and then like each month it has something where it's like a recap, and then where like when you go into the month it's like currently reading, currently watching, what you're going to read next and what you're going to watch next. I filled those in and I haven't touched it since. I filled all that things in like 3 or 4 days ago. So I downloaded Artful Agenda, but not sure it's what I really wanted. Plus, my internet connection lagging between devices. I really wanted a digital format. Yeah. You lucky I can do a mild packet from Taco Bell. Yeah. I know one time I tried. Oh, what was it? I think it was like buffalo, like chicken strips, so like buffalo sauce. Oh my god, that was too spicy for me.
The only spicy thing I've ever like cried over because it was hot was I was eating sushi and the why can't I think of the name? The green stuff.
Wasabi.
Yeah. So the wasabi, they made it very kind of like watery, kind of more like a soup consistency. And I knew it was spicy, so like I would, gently dip it in. Well, I had one and my brother went and half the piece went into the wasabi soup. So, kind of knowing what I was in for, I popped it in my mouth and ate it. And like I started to tear up, and my brother just stared at me and looked at mom and stared at me, and like, because he had never seen me cry over something spicy. And he was like, oh my gosh. And I was like,
Damn.
it's your fault.
I would have been like, okay, here you go. You eat it now. But like, I'm not eating that. I'm like, oh my gosh. Wasabi is one thing I will never try. Like, oh my gosh. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No,
Like, the taste is definitely something you can't really get used to. The heat is okay. It's the taste. You're like,
yeah, you're just like, maybe not. I have hot sauce on my keychain, so I have it everywhere with me.
I want one of those. I'm definitely the person that would be like, okay.
Damn, the closest I've tried to hot sauce is like the buffalo sauce because it's made from like hot sauce and other things.
Mm-hmm.
So, I have English. I have had some spicy things, but nope, milk straight afterwards. Yep. Really wanted something where I can keep separate planners for like life, work, and YouTube, bookish stuff, all accessible, but together with separate tabs and making task lists. Asking a lot, I think. I would say that's not a lot. It just might be a little difficult to find. I know that if I ever stumble upon looking at planners and I find anything that might work, I will let you know. But I don't really have any suggestions, unfortunately.
Like, unless you make something, like take some construction paper and a pencil and maybe draw something out.
Yeah, or maybe try to like you might have to take bits and pieces of other planners and try to like somehow mush it together maybe. And you're welcome. And Alicia says, I mean, I have 3 planners, one for every day, one for budget, and one for reading / YouTube. Oh my gosh, I I'd find a way to lose all three of them. Yep, I'm gonna have to just do it myself. Yeah, it might be difficult, but it'll be worth it in the end because it's exactly what you need. And I use Erin Condren, kind of pricey but good quality. There. And the cat went off. I just wanted to quickly um, catch up with the comments. I have multiple notebooks for those, but one planner for everything. That's smart. And they sit at my desk. Fair. My desk is a mess, so it would find a way to get lost. But as Alicia said, happy reading.
Yep, happy reading.
Not me forgetting to unmute myself. And that sprint is over. How did everyone do?
I got 16 minutes, almost 17 minutes into chapter 7, and I made me a cup of coffee.
Ooh. I read, I think, either 19 or 20 pages.
Now, is that total going back and forth, or are you still...
Right now, I'm still, like, I haven't gotten to the point that I need to swap books yet.
Okay.
It's page... I don't have to swap books until I get to page 74. So, I'm hoping to at least get to the book swapping within these sprints.
Okay. That's a goal.
Yeah, because that ends up meaning I read 70 some pages. And even then, sometimes with the book swapping, it's literally, oh, you have to swap books to read one chapter, and the chapter happens to be 2 pages.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what did I sign myself up for?
Chaos.
Exactly. Alicia got her pizza and read about 15 pages for marked with help of the audiobook.
Nice.
Nice. Itchy nose. I'll deal with that later. My brain had a random question, and now I can't remember.
Well, maybe it'll come back to you.
Yeah. I guess another question I can ask you, Tori, is how are you enjoying your book?
It's okay. I am only on chapter 7, and she's still basically a lot of backstory. She's at an uncomfortable meal right now.
Oh, I know exactly what part you're at. Yeah. Definitely with like Sarah J. Maas's books is there's definitely throughout all of the books a lot of backstory. So that's one thing you have to keep in mind of sometimes the backstory does drag on for a little bit.
Well, and it's not even really just the backstory, it's little bits and pieces, and how even though apparently she did not like her mother, she's still wanting to keep that promise for her mother.
Yeah.
So she keeps bringing it up in her head, and I'm like, do we really need to hear about it 15 times?
Yeah, that is one thing that I don't like about Sarah J. Maas's writings is sometimes things are brought up too much that you're like, is this getting annoying? Or is this information that I need to know and is going to be relevant later? And you never know until you find out, and then you're like, oh, that makes sense, or it doesn't get revealed, and you're like, so you mentioned that thing 40 times within this book just for it to mean nothing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And are you wanting to pull your hair out yet at the idea of going back and forth?
I mean, I spent like an hour tapping them out, so I feel like I have to do it. It's going to be fine because it is what is chronologically in the timeline. That's what I'm telling myself. Yeah. I definitely don't think I'll do it again, depending on, obviously, I could get to the end of reading both of them and be like, oh my god, that's a best experience.
Mm-hmm.
But all I know is I'm definitely keeping all of these little tabs in for if I do the tandem read in the future.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't have to redo it. It literally got to the point that I ended up running out of the one kind of tabs, so I had to literally cut like a normal like sticky note
Mm-hmm.
and use it as that.
Dang.
Because I didn't want to use like these ones.
Mm-hmm. Those are some big books.
Oh yeah.
Well, like as we're going through, because I'm going to be doing the Trash for Mass, I'm doing the Crave Along, and like some of those books, like one is like literally 24 hours and something minutes.
Yeah.
I think that the one with the yellow cover, and I'm like,
yeah, of course.
like that book alone is going to take me all month to listen to.
Not me looking to see how long. Oh my gosh, I was just curious because I was thinking, I'm like, yeah, you're doing the Mass for Trash thing, and I know the longest book is Kingdom of Ash at like almost 1,000 pages. I think 984 pages. The audiobook is 33 hours and 11 minutes according to Audible.
I know, it's like there's no way I'm gonna be able to when it comes to that month. I'm gonna have to be like, nope, I don't care what else is going on. I can only read these 2 books, and I might not even finish them.
Yeah, that is going to be. Oh, do you want to know something that's funny?
No.
It's according to this timeline, it's February, which is the shortest month of the year.
Oh joy.
At least next year you get an extra day in February. So it's 29 days instead of 28. Obviously, there's a chance that this schedule might have to change depending on when we get the announcement for the next Crescent City book.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know I will just abandon the Mass for Trash thing if we don't change the thing. I think I'll read The Pale Dreamer. It'll be easy to finish as it's short. Brain and body adjusting to med dose changes. Today is a non-focus day.
Aw.
Yeah. Adjusting meds can be difficult, but sometimes you do need to just take a day where it's like a non-focus day of just like doing just whatever you can.
Yeah. Self-care day.
Yeah. I know that's what I kind of did yesterday. Of I was like, I don't care if I do anything productive. That's being productive. It's just like whatever I get done, I get done.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I'm gonna try to do that from now on for like Saturdays. Is like obviously if I have like a live show or something, because those typically are on Saturdays. Well, do the live show. That's being productive. But other than that, it doesn't matter if I do anything else productive. Of course, if I do something productive, that's a bonus, but
Yep.
it's not a requirement. Oh my god, why is my nose itchy? I'm not sure I'm going to continue the Crave series. Understandable. Can I ask why, just out of curiosity? And I mean, I do understand people not continuing the series. It's very YA.
Yeah, I spent the time before the live and during one of our sprints while I was listening to my book, going through my 33-page list of books that I added to my wish list on Audible, and going through them and getting rid of ones that I'm not interested in buying anymore trying to cut it down.
That is smart. I know, like, I try to go through my Amazon wish list every like couple of months. Same with my Indigo wish list. Because I'm like, am I still wanting to buy that book? Maybe not. So we'll remove it. And if in like a few months I want to buy it, well, then it can go back on the list instead of staying on the list and being overwhelmed with, oh my God, there's like 70 things on this list and I want to buy them all.
Yeah, I had like 500 books on my wish list. I dropped it down a little bit.
Damn.
Which I'll probably end up taking off more.
Well, the cat did end up meowing.
Did not hear it.
Yeah, I heard it, but I wanted to just finish our conversation. But yeah, I will see everybody in, well, 28 minutes and 40 some seconds at this point. So happy reading.
Happy reading.
How did everyone do that sprint?
I finished chapter 7.
Nice. I went through my Amazon wish list because I saw Nikki's comment. Hoping you to go through your Amazon wish list now because your B-Day is coming up and we need it updated. So I did that. Added way too many things to it. Oops. And then I ate a snack and read 4 pages.
Nice.
So there's a few comments from when we were in the middle of that sprint. Going to be a self-care week. That is perfectly okay. I did a self-care yesterday and bought some books. Ooh, what did you buy? And hello, Karina. I'm doing some chores and reading That Time I Got Drunk and Saved a Demon. That title makes me laugh every time. I also need to finish volume 3 of The Way of the House Husband. Ooh, nice. Just to let you know, Karina, I did message you on Instagram and ask if you wanted to join. So if you do want to join on screen, just let me know. I think it's because brain forgot how to read. I think it's because it is that I'm leaning towards less YA and more adult. Might be I'm just over the Twilight / teen paranormal stuff. Definitely understand that is a valid reason not to continue. I'm almost done with my book. Yay! That scared me. Finally got food. Yay! What did you end up getting or making or eating? Yay, glad you updated it. Yeah, I figured I should update it before I forget. And now I just need to buy. Now I want to buy all the books that I just put on the list. Hi Karina. Hi Nikki. I still need to start Crave. Understandable. I mean, you still could catch up for, like you can still try to catch up for the Crave Along. We're only on book 2 this month. Can I take a rain check to join your sprints? I'm not feeling the best. My allergies are bonkers today. Definitely. Your health comes first, and I hope your allergies get better. I know that my allergies last week were acting up, and that sucks. So I hope that yours take a chill soon. That's my plan, to read both book 1 and 2 this month to catch up. Ooh, sounds like a really nice plan. I got a sub from Subway, currently eating it, haha. Ooh, Subway sounds good right now. It does. And now I'm like, I want a sub. Oh no, feel better, Karina. Definitely. LOL, thanks, Hope. I definitely will be joining you soon. That is okay. Put it this way, anytime you see that I'm doing sprints, feel free to just message me and say, hey, can I join? And the answer will most likely be yes. Because the more the merrier normally. Unless I already have a bunch of people joining, and then I'll reach the limit of people, and then it'll be like
isn't the limit 6 or something?
Yeah, it's 6 people in total on screen, so I can have 5 co-hosts basically. I haven't had Subway in over a year, but I was craving a sub bad, worth it. I try to have Subway every other month, maybe. Mainly because it's one of the few restaurants we have. So
There's a Subway down the street from my work, and on Fridays is the only day we eat out at work. So sometimes we buy Subway.
I mean, that's pretty good. I also wasn't a big fan of Crave, but I'll be reading book 2 for Clint and hope it turns around for me, lol. Fingers crossed it does. It definitely does get better with book 2. But like as a huge fan of it, I can understand why people don't like it. So I've heard a lot of people weren't a fan of Crave. Yeah, it definitely is. You have to like YA paranormal to like the book. Because it's very tropey. I played Mario 3D World that sprint. Ooh. It was much more YA than I was anticipating, so I'm thinking that was definitely a me thing. Fair. It is very YA, and throughout the entire series, it does stick pretty YA, although there's some moments that you're just like, okay, this is more upper YA. So. Yeah.
I think my dog just ran into my door. I heard a loud noise, and then I heard him shake, so I think he just ran into my door.
That's a possibility.
Especially he's a big dog, and he gets hyper.
Okay, that is promising. Yeah, like it still is YA, but there's definitely some moments that are a bit more upper YA, so that might help. I don't know. I read Crave and started Crush, but I wish I was feeling it more. It also could be I'm distracted due to the MS flare up and the powerful infusion treatments this past week. That is possible. And I'm sorry your MS is flaring up. I hope it calms down soon. Maybe a soft DNF. Understandable. I don't know if I'll be able to squeeze book 2 in for February, so possibly March. That is okay. I heard it and thought someone was coming in the door. LOL. I did too, and I thought like somebody was gonna like. I couldn't tell if it was me or you, so I was like, maybe somebody's going like into your room or something.
Yeah, no, like, nope. I mean, I heard him, and then I heard a bang. That's why I turned around.
But it was the poor pup. Karina, are you going to be able to squeeze in Haunting Adeline? And yes, absolutely.
I watched the announcement for Spring in a Reading-a-thon yesterday, and I got all the prompts. And for several of the prompts, I can use the second book in the Crave series, as well as the second book in this series for multiple prompts. So I'm like, yay.
Yeah, as I was like hearing some of the prompts, I was just like, oh, Covet would work for that, or A Court of Mist and Fury would work for that, because those are 2 books that I'm definitely reading next month. I mean, I know for like the one prompt, which I can't remember exactly what it is, but it's like a classic or retelling.
Mm-hmm.
A Court of Mist and Fury works for that because it's loosely a Hades and Persephone retelling. The first book is kind of a Beauty and the Beast retelling, and the second one is kind of a very loose, I should say. Hades and Persephone retelling, and then the third book ends up being some kind of retelling, but I'm not sure what.
Yeah, I mean, I can kind of see that with this where I am right now.
Yeah. We'll just quickly catch up with the comments, and the cat meowed, so yeah. Yay, it's taunting me on Audible. I may start it soon-ish. Fair. I chose some chunky books for the shortest month of the year, and am reading books not even on that list, so I'm curious to see what the heck my wrap-up will be. I'm also starting Throne of Glass this month. Wish me luck. Ooh, let me know all of your thoughts, please. I think Tori said she's going to join us reading Haunting Adeline. Also, Kaylani. Ooh, yeah, we'll have to somebody make a group chat on Instagram or something.
So I'm taking a picture of this comment so I can remember to look up the book.
Okay, you did it?
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, awesome. We should get a group good going. Yeah, and oh my gosh, Nikki, good luck. I definitely will say to give it at least 2 books before ending, maybe even 3, because Air of Fire is a lot of people's favorites. Yes, and with that, we'll start the sprint, and I'll jump into the book that I'm reading in the Throne of Glass series.
Happy reading.
Happy reading.
Nice.
And that sprint is over. How did everybody do? I think I did 22 or 23 pages, and I am so close to my goal. I think I have like less than 10 pages until my goal for today, so that is really good. There's a few comments. Love the double up, triple up, quadruple up, makes things less stress free. All about that right now. Yes, that's one thing that I love about the like spring into reading bingo board is doubling, tripling, quadrupling up, whatever. And I'm wondering where Tori is. Did she message me and I didn't see it?
I have like a minute, 22 seconds left on this chapter, so I'm trying to finish it.
Okay, understandable. Thank you for hosting sprints. I'll have to spend time with hubby and watch some episodes of something. You might be gone by now, but I hope you enjoy. Finished my book. Ooh, yay! We at least have one book finished in these sprints. That is always something nice. I finished a graphic novel and played more Mario 3D World. Yay for finishing the graphic novel, and that means we have 2 books finished in these sprints. That is amazing. Why do I have so many Twitter notifications? Oh, it's just that. Nothing important. But yeah, I do think the next sprint will be our last. So. But Tori, how did you do?
I did good. I think I finished 2 chapters.
Nice.
Yeah.
I read about 30-ish pages that time and folded laundry, feeling pretty productive thus far. That definitely is pretty productive. For example, if I were to fold laundry in a sprint, I would just end up probably just being like, yep, that was the only thing I'm doing that sprint. Yeah. So how's everybody's reading so far this month? I know we're only 5 days in, but
This is the first book I've read this month.
fair. If you want to be specific, this is the first book that I've started this month. I'm still the other books I'm reading are still January's books. Yeah. Sorry for the typos today, haha. Most of the time I can figure out what the typos mean, so it's fine. I mean, I do basically typos with my words when I can't say things, so...
Mind the gibberish.
I'm hoping to finish another book this weekend. Only have 100 pages left of my other book. Ooh, fingers crossed you can get that done.
Nice.
Thankfully the audiobook is on Scribd, so it's so helpful. Yes, that definitely is helpful. That was my first book I finished. I DNF'd Icebreaker at 55% a couple days ago. Oh my god, I'm currently reading Icebreaker right now, and I'm loving it. Oh my gosh, why did you DNF it? Just out of curiosity. Oh, like that's gonna be a 5-star from me. Oh, I'd hurt a little, but understand. I have finished 2 graphic novels and listening and reading marked by PC Cast to get that reread and finish the series. Ooh.
Cool.
We love finishing series. I've only finished 2 books this month, but I'm hoping to finish my 2 current reads by the end of the day. Fingers crossed. Yay, Nikki, get that reading in. Oh man, DNF. That sucks. I also have that saved on Scribd. Yeah, I'm like really curious as to why. Oh, here we go. It wasn't bad. It just wasn't for me. It felt too juvenile for being a college romance, and there were a couple things that I wasn't jiving with, like Aaron. I think his name was like fuck Aaron. Yes, fuck Aaron. He can go die in a hole. I don't like him. But yeah, I definitely can understand that. It definitely feels like the characters are a little juvenile at some points. But I guess as somebody who is younger, I can understand why the characters are more juvenile. Like, yeah, they act their age, but I don't know where I was
Just
going
like
with that.
vibe.
Yeah, I can understand why you DNF'd it, Nikki. Like, if when you explained that it felt too juvenile, I'm like, got it. That's a bummer, but good for you on DNFing. Yes. DNFing is always a good thing if you're not enjoying the book. Don't force yourself to read it. So. Yeah, if I was younger, I'd relate more, I guess, but it wasn't bad, just wasn't for me, unfortunately, which sucks because it was one of my most anticipated. Yeah, that sometimes happens when you're really anticipating a book and then don't like it. I felt that way with Hooked by Emily McIntyre. I was like, oh my god, I'm going to love this. Didn't like it.
What's interesting is I like Hooked, but reading like the summary for like the next book, I'm not interested in that one.
Ooh.
So it's like cool, I like the book, but yet the other ones in the series, I'm like,
Do you guys have a TBR set for Valentides? I have a few books that I think I might try to read for the weekend.
I loosely do.
Yeah, I more like just have like a couple books that I've been wanting to read that are smutty that I'm like, I might try to read it that weekend, or I might completely throw the entire TBR out the window. I'll decide the day it starts.
Yep, I might read a physical book, or I'll find some of my more smutty fan fictions.
That works. I know that there's one book that I'm fairly certain I'm going to read, mainly because I told my one friend that I was going to read it, and he was like, yes, thank you. But other than that, pretty much all of the books that I have on my like ebook TBR are smutty, so I can just read anything from that pretty much. I should get one set. Yeah.
Well, even if it's not fully set, maybe just pick ones. And I might want to read this or I might want to read that.
Yeah, like I'm not caring too much. Like, who knows? I might even decide that that weekend. Who knows if I'm still reading these? Read it a little bit throughout the weekend, even though it's not smut. It still has a little bit of romance as like an underlying plot, so it kind of counts. Especially if I need something like physical to break up like the ebooks or the audiobooks or whatever. Okay, the cat just meowed. I will quickly read these last few comments and then we will go into the final sprint. So at this point in time, because mood readers TBR change all the time, lol. But mine is Give Me More by Sarah Kate, Cupid is a Cunt, and maybe Treble by Risley Adams. And, Krina, are you stroking out? Should we be worried? I do plan on getting to There Are No Saints this week too. Ooh, I might read that this weekend, like for Valentine's, or I might just read it like over the week. I don't know. I don't know what my next read will be. LOL, not currently. This iMac is not doing me any favors. Fair. But I will pull up the cat, put up the last sprint banner, and I will see everybody after this final sprint. Happy reading.
Happy reading.
And that was the final sprint. How did everyone end up doing?
I finished chapter 11.
Nice. You're definitely making progress. You read what? Like you started at chapter 6?
I think so, yeah.
Something like that. So, damn, that's a lot of progress. I read 23 pages between the two books because I ended up having to jump from one book to the other and then jump back.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's awesome.
Yeah, I got to my goal at least. So that's good. And not Sam sliding in at the end. Alicia saying hi to Sam. Sam saying hi to Alicia. Boo, last sprint. Yeah, unfortunately. But how did everyone in the comments do? I hope you're enjoying the tandem read so far. So far, I think I'm just more excited to be reading the books because, like, I was reading the beginning of Empire of Storms, and I was like reading it, and I was like, I could have sworn this happened at the beginning of Kingdom of Ash, not Empire of Storms. How many things do I misremember? In my defense, I do think I read the final 3 books back to back. I know I read these 2, like, I finished Empire Storms and then jumped immediately into Tower of Dawn when I did first read them, which was 3 years ago, which is weird to believe. But the tandem read so far is definitely interesting. A little annoying because I was like, but I want to read this chapter, not go to that chapter.
Mm-hmm.
But then when I switched books, I was like, but I want to just continue and read the next chapter. Like,
You have to force yourself to put down the book.
Yeah, and I have a feeling it's going to be even more difficult when it's like middle of something really, really important. But everything will be fine. I read a chapter and a half, was a bit distracted that time around. Totally understandable. Distractions do happen. I'm honestly surprised during these sprints I haven't got distracted by either of my parents coming into my room and bothering me. Normally, I swear every single time I host sprints, or I'm on sprints even, my parents end up being like something as simple as like, do you need anything from the grocery store? Do you want some of the food I'm making? Like, I'm like, excuse me? No.
I can understand that. Like, during that, right before our last sprint, my mom came and was like, are you ready for dinner? And I'm like, no.
Yeah. Parents are annoying sometimes. Yes, I know exactly what you mean, Hope. LOL. Karina being unable to type volume 12,000. And Sam didn't read much.
It happens.
It happens. I mean, do I need to remind you of the sprint where I read a whopping 4 pages? Oops. But I think I'm going to end this live here. Thank you so much to Tori for joining me on screen.
Thank you for having me.
Everybody who joined in the comments, I greatly appreciate everyone being here. I will, after the live is done, I will tag Tori in the description. That's what it's called. Because when I made this live, I didn't know who was going to join me, but I will definitely link her below. And I'll quickly just read this comment from Karina. Haha, yes, the struggle is real over here. Yeah. But yeah, thank you for sprinting as always. And thank you so much for joining in the comments. And I'm going to end the live here. So, bye.
Bye.